Well, it's Friday evening, and we're going to hopefully wrap up a few things that we started last week and get everything wrapped up before next weekend, as it's the first weekend of Indiana youth deer season. So previously, we had a well installed. It's a 2-inch cam lock up top, and then our breaker panels over there where we can flick it on and off. But the whole idea is we could have just got 2-inch discharge hose and connected up there to the 2-inch cam lock and run on top of the ground. If we wanted to fill the pond up, we could have did that. Or if we wanted to fill our field up that our corn, milo, and rice is in, we could have done that. But then you'd have a hose on top of the ground, and by the time we run over it and everything else, I figured they'd get destroyed. We couldn't ever keep them, so I figured, why don't we just bury some Schedule 40 pipe, and you don't got to worry about ever unrolling or rolling them out. So that's what we did last weekend. We've got the pipe in on both the one for the pond and the one for the field. I got to go back and tidy up the trenches as I run out of fuel the other evening. And then I got still piles of crick rock there, and I got a big pile over there back over here for this other one. So we're going to use crick rock as a riprap chute essentially. I didn't want to actually use riprap because if you're in the sky like a duck would be whenever it's coming to land, I'm afraid those white riprap shoots would stick out way too much, and I don't want to get them. I don't want to have them a reason to flare. So we're doing that just as precautionary so they won't flare. But the whole idea is, instead of having something super complex where you got a valve or you got to switch one to go to the pond and go to the field, we've got two separate pipes. So the one on the right here runs to the pond to fill it up as the pond's elevated from the original ground, so it's not getting any runoff like normal ponds and lakes do. And then this other pipe on the left here, it's run all the way back here, and it pumps into our field in the same way. It gets more of the crick rock as a riprap chute. So our way to connect this to the actual well itself is we made two of these flexible pipe. It's made out of suction hose for a 2-inch water pump. So we've got threads on this side, and then we've got threads there. So we're gonna thread that in there, and then you can connect this one and pump into the pond, or you can unhook this one, hook that other one up once it gets installed, and you can fill the field. So you can only fill one or the other up, but that should be good enough for what we need to do.
But I don't miss, I just knock them in the head in the duck blind, having us a good time. High five every time they fly by rowboat duck.
Now that both of the suction hoses are installed, we're gonna go ahead and install the one to the field and see if anything leaks. So we're gonna flip the breaker, see what happens. So far so good, there's no leaks. And we have water. One's good, let's try the other one. Flip the pump back on, try it again. We've got water.